Sonic Speed Simulator has a ton of crazy characters, from Super Sonic to Neo Metal Sonic to Super freaking Shadow. We have a lot of skins in the game, but there are actually some skins that we're missing that would make the game feel a lot more official. If that's how I should word that, I don't really know. Today, we're going to be checking out some characters that I think we absolutely need in this game. I think the community would go absolutely crazy over them. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into this video. Alright, so we're going to be talking about mainly like variants of characters, not just like reskins like Summer Sonic or whatever, right? We're going to be talking about like actual variants like Super Sonic and Neo Metal Sonic. I'm sure you guys get the point. But we're going to start this video off by talking about the boom characters. And before you start saying in the comments,
this is not possible,
I think it actually is. Because we have Movie Sonic in the game, right? He's kind of in the same scenario that Boom Sonic is. He was used for promotion, but there is still a chance that if Sega allowed GameFam, they could definitely add the boom characters into the game. It wouldn't really be for promotion, but I'm sure if GameFam wanted to add the boom characters, they definitely could. So of course we got Boom Sonic, Boom Tails, Boom Knuckles, Boom Amy, and they could even add Sticks if they were trying to add a new character to the game. This would be the way to do it, by doing a Sonic Boom event. But anyway, let's continue with the rest of the characters. Alright, next up we're going to talk about supers. So like super characters like Super Sonic, Super Shadow. Alright, so next up we're going to talk about super characters. So some super characters we definitely need to see at some point are Super Silver and Super Blaze, which of course is Burning Blaze. And these characters are both in Sonic Forces Mobile, so we can definitely see these characters. Just of course it is pretty rare that we get the super characters added to the game. We don't get them that often. I'm not sure why. Probably to keep them a little bit more special, but I can almost guarantee you at some point in time of Sonic Speed Simulator existing, we should get at least Super Silver. You know that thing in Sonic 06 when Sonic, Shadow, and Silver all go together? You know that cutscene, right? That should be a reality in Sonic Speed Simulator, which would be amazing. Alright, this next one is kind of a crazy take, but hyper characters. Most notably, Hyper Sonic and Hyper Knuckles. Now, the only reason I'm talking about these two characters, and the only reason I am, is because we have Whisper and Tangle both in this game, and they're both getting reskins, which in my opinion lets a lot of characters from like the comics, old games, and everything into this game. If Whisper and Tangle were not in this game, I would not include the hyper characters because it's a really crazy take. But Hyper Sonic is honestly one of the most wanted characters in this game, and I completely agree. Just think of how cool he would look. It would be amazing. Hyper Knuckles is definitely a lot less likely than Hyper Sonic, and that is because, like, it's Hyper Knuckles. He's rarely seen. Hyper Sonic is also rarely seen, but he's at least known to go hyper in Sonic 3. So, with that being said, I think we could see Hyper Sonic in the game. If we're lucky, we could see Hyper Knuckles, but honestly, we definitely need Hyper Sonic. Alright, so now we're going to talk about some other forms strictly based on Sonic. Sonic has a lot of variants, and I mean a lot. We got Super Sonic, Werehog, Dark Sonic, Excalibur Sonic, Darkspine Sonic. There's so many, and yet we barely have any of these in game. We only have Modern Sonic, Werehog, Movie Sonic, Super Sonic, and Classic Sonic, if you count Classic Sonic. I guess the fake skins if you count those, but that's really about it. We need more actual variants of Sonic in my opinion, and I've got 3 skins that we can go over right now. Alright, so the first skin I'm going to talk about is Darkspine Sonic. Darkspine Sonic is from Sonic and the Secret Rings, if you didn't know. He is one of the most well-known Sonic variants, and he is very loved by the Sonic community and also the Sonic Speed Simulator community. I've seen a lot of people wanting this to be in Sonic Speed Simulator, whether it's showing that in concepts or literally just typing it in like the Discord or something. People do want this skin. Now the thing is, I just don't know if there's anything stopping them from actually adding this, like legal rights or something, or just stuff to do with like the Sonic lore or something. I genuinely don't know. I'm not really a nerd for that stuff, and I'm not saying nerd to be like rude, like just like smart enough. But if GameFam actually has all the like permission they need to add this skin to the game, I wouldn't see why they I couldn't see why they wouldn't add this skin. Like, that's just, like, I don't know if there's anything stopping them from adding the skin. But anyway, next up we have Dark Sonic. So, Dark Sonic is from Sonic X, and that's why I think this one's a lot less likely than a lot of the characters in this video, because it's literally Dark Sonic from a Sonic show, Sonic X of course, so just also kind of a weird one to talk about. But, if we were to see Dark Sonic in this game, this is probably one of the top 3 skins that I want to see in this game, because if you could fly around as Dark Sonic in this game, that would be incredible. Like, that would be so cool. I do think this one is pretty unlikely to come to the game, but I think we definitely need it for the true Sonic fans. Like, true Sonic fans would absolutely go crazy over this. I know that for a fact. Alright, and the final skin that we need to talk about, it's another Sonic skin. You might already be able to guess it. Excalibur Sonic. So Excalibur Sonic is, of course, from Sonic and the Black Knight. This is basically Super Sonic in that game. And this is probably a skin that I've seen the most wanted in the community, and I don't blame them. Excalibur Sonic is one of the sickest Sonic variants in history. But if they added this, this would definitely break the community. Like, this would be insane. And I do like the style of Sonic Speed Simulator, like kind of the cartoony vibe, if you know what I mean. So imagine seeing Excalibur Sonic in this game style. That would be so cool. Maybe they are actually cooking up all this stuff and it's just taking them a while and we have no idea. But honestly, those are some of the most needed skins in this game. That would just make the game that much better. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to let me know what characters you guys want to see in this game. Let me know your most wanted character. Mine's definitely Dark Sonic or Excalibur Sonic 100%. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Shout out to everyone on the right side of the screen for being subscribed. If you guys want a shout out, just be sure to subscribe. I'll be picking random people almost every single video. But yeah guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.